If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie, I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight, I would rather lie to you. I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie. I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Look away so you won't see, cause the pain is in my eyes. Feels like I could break at any moment and shatter your insides. If you feel my mind, call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I know. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie.
Hello and welcome one and all. You join myself, Mr. Bob and Mr. Chief here at Suzuka in Japan, and we're getting into the crux part, or the crunch part, should I say, of Tier 1. We have this and I think 3 more races to go to decide who is going to take the title of Tier 1. At the moment, I believe it's Dan the Man. Chief will fill us in properly here, but I think it's that Dan the Man is currently leading, with Justin's closely snapping at his heels in P2, but never discount McKender. He's lurking back in P3, but alas, we are getting the countdown away. We're going to jump into qualifying. Hopefully it's a dry race, but it's Suzuka. But the man with all the intel for us will be Mr. Chief. Hey, Chief.
Yep, it's all on the screen there. So, yeah, as you say, Danny Code leading the charge, 136 points, Justin 7 points behind. But McKender, we were talking before the race, he can't count him out, and he has been taking it easy this season, and he's taking it easy, but he's in P3, 117 points, so not too far behind. 3 races left, plenty of points on the table. As for constructors, McLaren still way out, almost double the points of P2, AlphaTauri 129 points, Williams 110 points, so P2 up for grabs there, but P1 probably is going to McLaren this season. So yeah, let's get to the session, and it looks like a cloudy one, but we're seeing some blue sky, so no rain. We did see some rain yesterday, Bob, in quali. I think you saw that yourself.
I did,
sorry,
Chief, and I
sorry, it wasn't quali, it was race. It was the start of the race.
Okay, well, I am being informed here in the behind the scenes that it's going to be a wet race.
Oh, full wets? No, yesterday was wet, big start, and then by lap, I think about 10 or so, it was dry, so hopefully that's the case today. I like changeable conditions. Full wet race, not so much, but let's see.
I don't think it's going to be a full wet race, according to my sources. Can I reveal my sources? I think I can reveal my... It's Lepson, so we all know how reliable that will be, or not. But apparently it's going to be a dry race at the start, a wet race at the start, but it should be drying up at the end. So changeable conditions, Mr. Chief, is in order. And also, just a shout out to the people watching. Anyone that is going to watch shortly, of course, jump into the chat. We are always here. I'm always checking. And we have Crawley already in chat, Chief, currently leading the charge in Tier 3. And he says he's first, but probably going to be last in the race. So, yeah, that's probably about accurate.
Yeah, Joel isn't here today, so... yeah, so what are we looking at? We've got a few reserves today. We've got this new guy, Jake. Lepson was giving us a wee bit of intel. He's no assists. So shout out to him for that. Love to see it. Who else have we got reserve wise? I know Kay Lawrence is signed up for this one. He takes the Haas for today, and I believe there's one more somewhere in the mix. It might be Tilda actually. I don't think he's a full-time driver in Tier 1, so good to see him on track. But yeah, we've got our regulars here today, as we have Crystals now making his way down into Turn 1, and I'm going to ride on board with him just to have a look at this track. What a glorious track. I'm sure you've got some good memories here, Bob, probably some bad ones as well. But yeah, I love this track. It's so good.
Yeah, it is one of personal favourites of mine. Like, I've had a bit of success here in the past. But as I was telling Epson, I believe the key to this track, of course, the whole track is key, but I think it's nailing Sector 1. You can gain so much and lose so much in Sector 1 up the S's. I remember a story one time, Vettel, whenever he was about to race here in Suzuka, he went and asked Schumacher. He was like, can you give me any tips? How do I manage the S's? And Schumacher couldn't give him anything, and he says, you just have to experience it. So it's one of those things. You just have to just get in there and get stuck in and start to find where the grip is.
Yeah, it's surprising because you go faster and you think, oh, that was fast, but then you look at your Sector 1 time in comparison to other drivers, and yeah, there's so much time to be found there. It's kind of crazy, but once you unlock that pace, you understand what this track's all about. Sector 1, lots of time to be found there. Also, a key factor is this final chicane that Crystals is now making his way through, because that sets you up for an overtake on the car ahead if you get a good run out of there, as he sets a 127.8. We saw some 26s yesterday. 26.1 I believe was set by Christian. So I expect some 26s here in Tier 1, maybe even 25. I'd possibly get a 25 on the board.
Yeah, we'll see. Like Christian is, well, he did, as people may or may not know, he used to race here in Tier 1 and he was able to take the fight to these top guys. So that 26 that Christian set is certainly a good benchmark, excuse me, for these Tier 1 guys. I would expect to see it touched, equaled, or even beat. But with the form that Dan the Man is on, and Justin, and even Mac, maybe not necessarily in qualifying, I think he likes to just kind of do something a bit different, but certainly in the race he's got the pace. But yeah, we expect to see Justin and Danny for sure to challenge that 26 marker. Also, Tunari and Meepo, another two guys to keep an eye on. I'll tell you who's also pretty quick, Chief, is Noah. Noah has been able to bang in quite a few laps. And there's Jake. He is set his first timed lap here as a reserve in Tier 1, his first race in Tier 1. And as Chief touched on earlier, he is indeed a no assist driver, which, as people will know, I love to see it. I like to see people doing it for themselves and not having any help. But yeah, that's great to see. And some of the stuff that I seen people were saying in the chat during the week was that they said that Jake Paul. Why am I saying Jake Paul? No, Jake. Because, so they were saying Jake Yule is Tier 1 level. So I guess we're going to find out shortly, Chief.
Yeah, we saw him in Tier 2 yesterday. He didn't do so well. I mean, his pace seems good over one lap, but over a race seems to have a few issues. But hopefully he's ironed them out for today. I'm looking at Justin right now on these mediums. Meepo went faster with the first 26 on the board, 26.7. But yeah, Justin on these mediums, I'm wondering what he can do. Obviously the slower tire, but as we've seen before, Justin seems to be able to get the most out of whatever tire he's on as he gets his way through the final chicane. And a few drivers making the mistake coming out of that final chicane, ending up in the pit wall. Justin, that time was good enough for 27.5, which is P5 currently.
Meepo currently sitting top of the crop there, Chief, with a 26.7. The first driver to touch the 26s. And look at that, his fellow Finn in Williams also jumps up the leaderboard, or jumps up, is joining him, sorry. Currently a Williams 1-2, it's not often you see that. But I tell you what, Chief, as good as Dan the Man is, and he has been in a blistering form this season, he has, I wouldn't say added help, because that would be unfair, but he certainly has an ally, and that is Lawrence. They are pretty good friends. It's so we believe they race quite a lot. They spend a lot of time in VC together, and they are in VC right at this moment. So they will be giving each other a bit of intel, and so that will only just arm Dan the Man even further. So if he is the man, I think he'll be the man to beat. But we will see. He's still waiting on the rest of the grid here to stick a few times in. Dan the Man, of course, and McKender yet to set a time, as well as Icewind and Noah, although Noah is on an out lap.
Yeah, Noah did go out for a lap, but he invalidated, so he quickly peeled into the pits. McKender as well was out on track, but again invalidated, so it is quite easy to invalidate here. I saw a lot of drivers running out wide after turn 1. That will pick up an invalidation, but also the final chicane, if you cut too much, you get too greedy, it will invalidate your lap. So that things to watch out for. There might be a few time penalties due to those track extensions. So you have to keep it tidy, especially in wet conditions. Can be very difficult. As Eagle goes very wide, coming out of Spoon, almost lost the back end, but managed to save it. That will cost him all the way down to 130R and beyond.
Hey, what, Chief? Noah is on a pretty good lap so far. He set a purple sector 1, and it is really tidy and clean lap. No real, sliding about action. No real wheel spin. So I've seen so far, and it seems like a pretty tasty lap. And certainly a purple sector 1 is exactly the kind of thing you want to see. You don't want to run out too wide. He just about hangs on to that one. That would have been very close to an invalidation. And it is flat out. I can't remember if the ERS runs out here or not. Oh, he's got a bit of traffic up ahead. He might be getting a distant slipstream. They get well out of his way of a McLaren that was of Dan or Mac. Just 2 more corners to go. Cuts over the curb. Easy to mess this up now, as Chief was saying there. The bump is gone, thankfully. Hugs the right-hand side. Where does he stick it? Does he stick it pole? He does stick it pole. I seen that earlier on, Chief. There, he's beautiful sector 1, and again, if you nail sector 1, the rest of the lap should be pretty straightforward, and that is a 26.5.
Tidy, fine, tidy. McKender just behind him there. He starts his lap, so let's have a look at him and see what he does. I think 31 is his good sector 1 time, if yesterday's poll was anything to go by, so we'll quickly get that coming up as McKender is making his way through Dunlop, heading towards the Dinglers. I think these are probably my favorite corners, or one of my favorite corners in F1. They're just so fast, and then the fact you slow down for the second one with all that momentum, quite a tricky feat. But McKender makes his way through, looks tidy. I'm seeing a flash of full yellow caution there, but it's quickly sorted itself out. So McKender going through Spoon Corner, it's two-parter, and doesn't run out too wide, and looked like he didn't get the best of runs onto this back straight, but 130R, a couple of drivers were brave enough to go side by side through this in the Tier 3 and Tier 2 races. Some worked out for, and some it didn't work out for, so yeah, you have to be very committed if you're going to go for a move there. And McKender will cross the line here, so we'll see what he's got on the board. It's a 126.6, good enough for P2 for now, so Noah keeps that pole position for now, but McKender not too far off there.
And as you said there, Chief, a 31 sector 1 time is good. I think Noah, I checked there, Noah's sector 1 time is a 30.9.
Wow.
I think it's a 30.936, so yeah, that's kind of shows you that's the kind of sector 1 time we're looking at. Is Justin. I'm running on board with Justin here, Chief. He's going to set his main lap, I would imagine, and he's going to navigate up through sector 1, and let's see if he can improve, or if he can even touch or come close to that 30.9 that Noah has set. But you can see those times, definitely the front three is getting quite tight now. There's not much to separate these drivers, as eyes firmly fixed on the top right, and Justin is, do you know what, he is almost matched Noah's was in 30.936. Justin was a 30.47. So this is going to be pretty nip and tuck if Justin can find a fraction of a bit of time here in sector 2 and 3. This might be enough to take pole, and I know he kind of has us on in the background, so I don't want to put too much pressure on him. A wee bit slippy there, but he held on rightly. And looking ahead, he doesn't really have any traffic at all in front of him. He has set a sector 2 purple time, so this might actually be pole. This might take it off Noah. 2 more corners to go. You want to get the traction down, hugging the inside line, avoiding, of course, spinning into the pits. Here we go, DRS open, and it is indeed by a good margin P1 with, what's that, about 5 or so minutes to go, Chief. So that is actually pretty good going from Justin.
Yep, brilliant lap from Justin. Touge, our winner from last week, I just watched him there. Ian Fowle did his run, so he'll be quickly getting back to the pits. Kay Lawrence now on a lap, just starting as Justin crossed the line there. So Kay Lawrence, very fast driver. Well, you know, he's raced his track many a time, I'm sure. So I'm expecting good things from him as well. We may see him at the front end of the grid, depending. Although his sector 1 time is not great, I have to say, 32.9. That is quite off the top guys. Go ahead.
I was just going to jump in there. Dan the man's about to go through 130R, and his sector 1 time was not good, but his sector 2 time was brilliant. He was throwing it around. So initially I was going to say this might put him around Mac or Fox's time, but you know what? He might have just nailed his final 2 sectors. This might jump him up really high, and indeed he does. P2. So he did a 31.2 sector 1, which is in the grand scheme of things off in sector 1, but he still managed to put it together.
Very good, and that's power to Danny. He does seem to do that. Like, even when he messes up a lap, he's still like there or thereabouts, isn't he? Crazy.
Yeah, man, he's been racing a long time. Like, I mean, I remember his first race way back in 2S about, what's that, almost 6 years ago, and where we were all rubbish. But You can see the ones that have that, everlasting talent, and Dan the Man is the one of those guys. Funny enough, I call him Dan the Man. It's just a kind of a wee friendly term I talked to him about because I've known him a long time. But he actually wasn't the first Dan the Man. There actually used to be a Dan the Man in 2S. There was Danny Co and Dan the Man.
I remember that. And there was another guy called Dan with like multiple N's and A's in his name.
That's right. And then there was a guy called, so there was Nick. Remember Nick in front of the Ferrari?
Yeah.
And it was Nick Olas. And I just only realised, it was Nicholas.
Looking at Fox right now, he seems to be the only one on a lap. P7 with 26.9, that's a pretty decent lap from Fox. But he'll be racing that Delta, trying to find improvements in this lap. Looking pretty good so far. We're going to get Sector 1 time very soon as Tilda retires from the session. He is marginally up in his time with 31.3 for Sector 1, so could be an improvement here. He needs about 3 tenths so to improve. McKender is the guy ahead, so this might be a bit of a mission to find 3 tenths in Sector 2 and 3. Usually all the time is found in Sector 1, but you never know. Depends how your initial run went, I guess. Icewind on hards, interesting.
Usually a 31.3. It showed up to me it was a 31.1 for Fox.
Ooh.
So maybe a wee bit of desync there for someone. But if it is a 31.1 and he can carry it together, then this could be a pretty good lap from Fox. He might even... Oh, no, you don't want to... Yeah, he cut the current corner. I was just about to say he might even jump McKender, but no. Before we get into the crux of this, Chief Lepson says that he messed up, let's say, Sector 1, but he'll do a 26 in the last run just for us.
Yeah, I believe he did a 26.7 if I'm not wrong. Was it yesterday I think he did it? So he does definitely have pace in that car. A 26.7 would be good enough for P7. So if he can nail that lap, everybody's out on the lap here apart from Fox, who's just entered, and then we've got 2 retirees. Icewind's still out there on hards. Let's have a look at him. He's obviously just got home from work, jumped into the rig, and is trying to get warmed up here. He's happy to start from the back, I think. I think this is what this is telling me, this strat.
Tell you what, Chief, we're going to get a quick fire here of some of these guys because Mac is about to go around the final chicane to start his final lap, and just behind him, not too far, is coming around 130R is Justin as well. So we're going to be able to flip between them, Chief. So if we can run on board with Mac,
yep.
And I'll quickly be switching back to Justin in between the 2 drivers to see how they go. Is Justin going to hold on to pole 1? Is Dan the Man going to jump him? Could Meepo kind of sneak a wee bit of an improvement? He certainly can. Or is McKender, this guy, 3-time Tier 1 champion, can he be the one to knock Justin off T1? And he's navigating this the Suzuka S's. Previous games you would always lose the back end here, but looking up at the Sector 1 time, and he's up by a good margin. He's almost up 3 tenths, but 2.5 tenths, so that's a Sector 1 purple time. Now what about Justin though? Is Justin improving Sector 1? Justin is not improving Sector 1, so far from what I can see, Mac is well up here on Sector 1. This would be very, very close. If he can carry this through, this would be very close to Justin, might equal or might just pip him. Here we go, let's see how he gets on here as we're going around Spoon, down through the straight now, and approaching the Sector 2 time. Let's see if it's a purple, and it is an improvement. It's not a purple, but it's up by 3.5 tenths, 6.54, 3. Do you know what? This might actually be pole for Mac. Here we go, DRS activated. Is it enough? It is enough. Look at that, Chief. Oh my God, look how close that is.
That doesn't get much closer.
Justin. Justin's not improving, Chief. Justin is not improving.
Oh, and he's
into the pits.
He's into the pit wall, yeah. He lost a large chunk of his front wing there, so yeah, abandons the lap. Who else we got coming through? I see a red car. Is that a Ferrari of Tenari? No, it's the other Ferrari. It's Jake Yule, actually. Crosses the line, doesn't improve.
Noah with a 26.2.
Ooh, my word.
And then
Looks like Dan's up in his time as well. Touge as well, up to P4. Meepo's been pushed down to P6, but he is on a lap. He's about to cross the line actually. Meepo does a 26.3, good enough for P4 for now. But yeah, Danny Co is up in his time, just over a tenth. This will be good enough for P4. So yeah, Justin is in the middle of a McLaren sandwich for the start of this one. And I think that's our grid. Iceland's the only guy on a lap right now. He's still on those hards, and I think he's out of fuel as well.
So I don't know if there's something happening with Discord, Chief.
You hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So is it you jumping in and out?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
So I wonder someone jumping in, someone jumping in and out. I don't know. But regardless, Justin posts in the live chat, tactical. So does that mean that he intended to not get pulled?
Maybe. Didn't even consider it. Lepson did not do the lap that he said he would do.
He's disappointed.
Yeah, he's P15, so he's got a lot of work to do in the race. Even Icewind on hards beat him. I don't know if that was a hard lap he did best. Yep, Icewind beat Lepson on hards.
But Chief, look at this. Look at Mac, Justin and Dan. 26.334, 26.335, 26.336.
Yep, even our gamers astounded by the gap between P2 to P4.
Yeah, well, that is our grid crystals, Chief, with the 10 place grid penalty. I didn't see what that was for. But this is going to get tasty. We have the current title challengers, P1, P2, and P3 in the standings. Currently, second, third, and fourth. They're all fighting each other.
Yeah,
we are in for some tasty turn one, Chief.
That gap between P2, P3, and P4. What the hell? How tight is it? But Noah, like 1 second ahead of McKender, Justin, and Danny. That is crazy. Noah has no points in the standings. He's yet to score a point. So he's put himself in a really good position to rectify that with a possible race win. But 26 laps, and it's wet to begin with. So let's see how these drivers fare. Lots of drivers struggling yesterday. As I mentioned before, track limits, especially in the turn 1, turn 2 sequence. You can be very aggressive there, but in the wet stuff, it's very hard just to make your way around there and get the line right and try not to run out too wide, get your braking right, not lock up. There's a lot to contemplate heading into turn 1. Yesterday we had equals started around about P3, P4, but he span out on the formation lap, which meant he reset onto the grid with cold tires, and he got absolutely lynched by everybody around him. And his race just went down the toilet after that. So yeah, that's something to look out for. You don't want to be disqualified on the formation lap. It will give you a big disadvantage in tire heat, sorry.
And yeah, man, it's like turn 1 and 2, as you touched on, in the wet is a scary prospect in Suzuka, because one little tap, one little bump, and you're in the gravel, and you're just a passenger at that stage. So without stating the obvious, the chances for an early safety car have significantly improved, even for Tier 1. It is generally the cleanest tier, the best drivers you'll find in Tier 1. But even they are human and are prone to the odd hiccup, the odd mistake. And I would not like to be those guys currently trying to race here in Suzuka. Intermediates seems to be the tire choice, Chief, of the grid. Yes, the full grid are on intermediates. But according to Lepson, it's going to dry up at the end of the race.
Okay.
We have Babelis saying, finally, Rian, I am the best driver, be honest. Well, I mean, I haven't seen your race, Babelis, apart from the video footage that you showed me. And you see, this is going to be okay. This is going to be well, I don't care. I'm nearly 40. I don't care. I would generally would not say anyone is the best driver in the world if they use assists.
Oh, shots fired.
It's just my opinion, really. If you need the game to help you, then you can't really claim the victory, can you? So there you go, Babylus. That's Babylus put back in his box, chief. But look at Noah. Noah is really sending it here. Well, not sending it, but he's not hanging about. He's properly warming up those tires. Quite a gap to him and Mac and the rest of the field. All holding position. But yeah, man, as you say, Chief, you do not want to get out of position. I tell you what, to see if you do get to the end of the formation lap before everyone else. Is it like real Formula 1 where your tires will cool more? I don't know if anybody knows that.
I think once you get into your grid slot, it locks in the temps. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong though. So our gamer's in chat. He's very technically minded, so maybe he can give us some intel on that. But I think that's the case. Yesterday, Bob, we had a VSC lap 1, VSC lap 2, VSC lap 3, and then there was a full safety car around about lap 10. So yeah, safety car. Look at this. Look at McKender. He is pointed. Yeah. That's an interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah.
Oh no, Dan, not too much now. Yeah, Babylus says if you want to put him in his box, you're gonna need a crane. Oh, that's a bit. Sure, you're not that heavy. Oh, and Joel gets a DSQ, and have we got the lights on? I want to get a good camera angle for this. I'm not really getting any good camera angles, but yes, if our gamer, the man of knowledge, can give us a bit of heads up in terms of that question about your tires. But regardless, the lights are on, and now they're off. And oh my God, Mac, I think it's a really good launch off the line. He definitely got an initial better start there from Noah, but not able.
Oh, looks like we lost you, Bob. But yeah, everybody getting off to a clean start. It looks like a few side-by-sides happening for the field, which is kind of iffy in these conditions through Sector 1, but they are managing it alright. Hopefully we get Bob back soon.
You hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Yep, you're back up.
It must be me. I must be jumping out of Discord. I don't know. Must be having a connection issue somewhere. But yeah, I was saying Meepo doesn't like to hang about, as we've seen in previous races, and he's up now to P5. Bit of moves going further back there, Chief, as well. Icewind getting past Jake, I think. Yeah, so pretty much everyone holding position so far now. Oh, who's that in the Ferrari? Tuna Man sliding around the hairpin. Fox had to get out of that one. He was going to be into the side of Chinari. So yeah, Tuna Man struggling. Oh, and who's just got up the inside? It's Icewind. Icewind got up for a move on Eagle, and that's the opportunistic move. And he's going to have another go here as well on Crawley.
Oh,
so he goes for Crawley. He gets 2 for the price of 1 into Spoon on the intermediates in lap 1. This is more like it. Oh, but now Icewind's getting a bit twitchy, and so it's Crawley. And they're going to go side by side. Surely not down into what do you call it? To the 130R. Yeah.
Oh my word! Who was that? It was Nikon. Yes. Oh, it looked like he had contact and went flying into the wall at extreme speed. We've got a VSC, and I don't know why that isn't a full course safety, because he hit the wall, something shocking there. Although he's
still on track, Chief.
He's still on track, yeah. So he is minus some of his car, most of his front wing gone, but that was a huge collision. Huge.
Why did that happen? I don't know. Is there a wee bit of lag or something going on? Because yeah, I mean, I'm jumping out of Discord. I shouldn't normally do that, but that's 1 VSC already, so that means we have 4 more available. Because of course VSCs do count as safety cars, so 4 more, and we're only in the lap 2, Chief. Like you said, we had what, 1 every lap.
Yeah, for the first 3 laps, yeah.
VSC still activated at the moment, so all the drivers getting a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
And you can see a bit of patchy breaks in the cloud there, Chief. So yeah, we may indeed be drying up, but we are back underway, and no one really caught napping. Naiku has quite a job to do to catch up now, and Mac keeping in touch here with Noah, and Justin is trying to sneak up, having a wee sniff up the left hand side there of McKender in the hairpin. And if you see anything, Chief, don't be afraid to jump in.
Yeah, I was just watching Icewind. He seems to have gained the most positions, and he seems on it today. He's right behind Fox right now. So he's setting up for another overtake, I think, maybe down towards 130R.
Chief Noah ran really wide there at Spoon, and it looks like Justin is having a, well, was almost thinking about having a go there, and what's going to happen. So Noah is feeling a wee bit of the pressure here from Mac, and yeah, ran wide. So we're going to need to keep a wee close eye on this battle at the front. We're going to move further back. Fox gets passed by Icewind, so Icewind is on an absolute mission today here. Oh, who's that? Crawley. Crawley getting quite twitchy on the exits. And Mac passes Noah, Chief, for the race lead. And so these guys, I think we're getting kind of like a two battles on track. We've got, Eagle running well, he really wide, and Lawrence just slips up the inside, and that's going to really put him under pressure now from Jake. Who else? We've got quite a wee midfield pack here. Or I say midfield, we've got quite a pack here at the front five for sure. Well, maybe more the front four. Are definitely getting quite racy. Justin very, very close to Noah, pretty much as close as you want to get here in Suzuka. And I think Noah's Justin's having a wee look. There we go. Seen that one set up. Oh, but he runs wide and he slides into Noah. Cuts right back on. I think I disconnected again. Yeah, I think I'm back again. What's going on in my internet?
Yeah, I can still hear you now though. Oh, Justin going down the inside for Spoon. Is he going to get it? Oh my word, it's so close. Oh, he risked getting a bit of contact there, but the risk paid off. It looks like he's got the move done as Noah gets a bad exit and drops down. So Danny Coe also up to P3. Oh my word, Noah, it's all going wrong at this phase of the race.
Meepo's having a look at Noah as well there, Chief. Almost thought about it. Backed out of it. So Noah is... I thought Dan was going to have a wee go there. So yeah, it's kicking off. Who says that you can't overtake in Suzuka? Some people have said that in the past. Of course you can. You just need to know how. And these guys know better than anyone. As Dan the Man sets the fast lap to only be instantly taken by Janai and then taken from Icewind. So these guys are...
Oh, Justin's going around the outside in turn 1. Turn 2 though, McKender has the inside. But look at Justin. He's on a mission right now. I don't know what he had for breakfast, but give me some of that. He is the master of following closely behind other cars, it seems. I don't know how he does it. I guess he has full trust in these guys that are all around him, like these very, very fast guys. He knows they're probably not going to make a mistake. But look at the gap. It's been continuously 2/10 to the car ahead. Yeah,
I mean, generally what we say is, something's got to give when you run this close. Is Lawrence also passing Fox? Something's got to give when you run this close, even for these guys. Everyone's prone to a mistake. Oof. Mac covering the inside there, cutting off the day attempt to go up the inside of the hairpin, and Justin's really harassing the back end here of McKender. And if he is this close going into the final corner, Justin will... Oh, we're going to yellow. Who's that off? It's Jake. Jake's off. No safety car though. But yeah, meanwhile, back on board with Justin. Bit of a wee gap here now. He's not close enough to send it into the final chicane, so they may hold position. No one else. Looking down. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is going to have a look. Crawley voice. No.
Oh, Justin's back end very, very loose for the final chicane there. He's having to use a bit of ERS on the straight here just to catch up a little bit. Also, Icewind almost on the back of these guys. This league group from P1 to P7. Icewind, the gap was 1.9. He's got it down to 1.2. So he is absolutely on fire today, as we see Crawley Voice taking Fox on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, I was just watching that. Leaving and rejoining seems to be me, Chief. I don't know what's going on. It's doing it automatically, but we'll work with it. Lap 5, and these guys are all holding position. Well, I say holding position, kind of following the leader. And I'm sure these guys will be desperate to see this track drying up sooner rather than later. Some drivers prefer these conditions. I tell you who's really good in the wet is Lawrence. Lawrence is usually quite handy in the wet stuff.
Yeah, Icewind as well seems to be excelling today. He's up to P8 from the start, and he's also within range now of Tanari. 5/10 is the gap, so yeah, he is definitely in it. to win it today, but lap 5, lots of racing still to do, and we're expecting a dry track. Not in the next few laps anyway. There's still a good bunch of rain coming down there, but it is starting to ease off, I believe.
Yeah, you can see it's definitely brightening up. If you run on board with Mac, he's the furthest ahead. Oh no, that is going to be quite pivotal in the race decision later on if Noah can stick in with his group. 3-second time penalty. Meepo is going to have a wee look here at Noah now. Meepo is going to go for the inside. You can defend this, but I think, oh, they lock wheels!
Oh,
they lock wheels! And now Noah's able to cut back on Meepo. Yeah, that might...
and Tenari's off. Tenari is off. He, I don't know what happened, but I didn't see him getting tied up in that incident, but yeah, he's off at turn 2. That is not good. He was running fairly well, and that's put Icewind up to P7 as well.
Yeah, great result from Icewind. You know,
Fox is out.
In the pits, is it?
No, it's sector 1. Yeah, he is off.
Oh look, he lost it on the exit off one of the S's, and he went straight into the wall. So we have a full course safety car. That is number 2. And 3 more available, and we're only in the lap 6.
So I'm always like, as soon as I see a safety car, I'm like, what are these guys thinking? Are they going to pit? You know, I mean, it's not ideal. Like, it's still wet, so it would be very brave to go on to dry tires right now. I think that would be the wrong call for sure. But maybe fresh set of inters. But then you're going to lose a lot of track time. So I think most of these guys are going to stay out. Maybe the guys at the back might risk it for a biscuit.
Yeah, I would probably stay out as well if I was these front ones. If I was the guys further back, I would just stick a fresh set on. You've nothing really to lose. But yeah, these guys at the front, Chief. But then again, we'll see. Maybe they know more than us. And one guy that's definitely spot for the good tactics for tires is Lawrence, a very good man when it comes to making the calls. Mac going very slow, and he's going in. So Mac is in, Justin's in, Dan's in. Oh no, the terrible McLaren double stack. They have done a double stack more than any team this season. Of course, it's not affecting them too much. They are leading the constructors. But and normally
that was terrible for Dan. About, I would say, 3-4 seconds he might have lost there. That's going to drop him down the order massively.
Yeah, I was going to say it's normally Mac that comes off the worst of these double stacks, but in this second part of the season, it's Dan the man that comes off worst.
Oh my god, Icewind on mediums. What is going on right now? He is definitely risking it for a biscuit. I don't know about this. I mean, I can't see it drying up under the safety car. He might have just made the biggest wrong call in this race so far. Wow. Brave.
Yeah, I mean, that is quite an eyebrow-raising call, because when you're not on board with these guys, this does not look like mediums at all. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be a genius call. But Babylus says in chat, apparently that our Discord has problems worldwide. So that, well, if that is the case, then that will explain it.
Yeah,
because
just have to work with it. But I was completely wrong, Bob. Everyone pitted. Everyone.
Well, so was I, because I agree with you. I kind of said these front guys should probably stay out, but
yeah, and I guess you know the thinking is like fresh tires are just so OP in this game. So I thought a few guys might have just rolled the dice though and try to get to the dry stuff on these old enders, but no. What do I know, Bob? What do we know?
What do we know? Like, we're just mere mortals, like down in like tier 3, kind of the dredges of tier 1. Of course, that's not disrespecting the tier 3 drivers. They're very, very good and accomplished tier 3 drivers, as we already have Crawley on Crawley on track. He's doing a great job this season. And then there's Lepson, but well, just ignore him. But yeah, man, seriously, for jokes aside, this medium call for Icewind is either the biggest disaster call ever or the biggest brainwave move yet. I think we obviously have to expect that he's probably going to lose a few positions first. But yeah, we'll see.
I mean, there's a chance it was a mistake, but it's very difficult to actually to go in and manually change the mediums. Like, he's not pitting, so he's committing to the strategy. So yeah, he's decided, you know what, I'm here for a bit of fun. I'm just going to make a big gamble, and hopefully it pays off.
Maybe it's also, well, probably not, because I know they always say no, we don't work together, the Finns. But it could be maybe of a scout mission. Jump out on those mediums to see how they're doing. They let the rest of the boys know. But no, this is definitely Icewind. It was either a mistake or a brave call. It kind of makes you think more, Chief. It might have been a mistake, but as you say, right enough, like you have to actively go in and select it to get the mediums. Time will tell. Safety car should be coming in. I would imagine this lap. Yeah. Speaking of weather, apparently, we've got Bubbles in chat. Apparently, the other day there, it was 37 degrees in Greece.
Yes, I heard that.
30.
I heard that, yeah.
37. Man, I would be hiding under a stone if it was that temperature. We're not built for that weather over here.
I saw it was 11 degrees today, right? And I saw a guy with his top off.
I mean, you think that's the guy I work with, right? He can see the first whiff of any type of sun. He's in t-shirt and shorts.
I don't get it. I'd be absolutely frozen. I would get hypothermia.
Yeah. I'm sitting there with my fleece and everything on, doing my work, and there he is with his shorts and his sunglasses, and I'm like, how are you not cold?
Yeah, lizard people, I think. That.
Yeah. Although he does have a wee bit of beef on him, so it's probably got a good bit of insulation. Could be that. But yeah, a safety car should be coming in this lap. I would imagine so anyway. Yep. Yes, indeed. Look at that, Chief. It's almost like I'm a guru. Yeah, eat that, Babble. Let's see the way I got that spot on, unlike calling it a lap late. Let's see that. Come to Greece. What's this? Come to Greece during the summer with 40 degrees? No thanks.
Yeah, that's like a death sentence for us. McKinder is leading the way, so safety car restart usually go from the final chicane, but sometimes we saw Lepson do it from the start-finish line. Didn't work out very well for him. Mac is already underway, yeah, so he's not going to try anything funny. But look at Justin right on the back of Mac, and he's engaging ERS. He knows this is a good opportunity, but again, he's going to have to go around the outside. It's a bit of a mission to do this. Ooh, Justin really wide there. That looked pretty sketchy, but he kept it on track. Some moves happening back through the field as well. I think Jake lost a position or two. Icewind, let's have a look at him on these mediums. Seems to be holding his own for now, but I can still see the rain coming down pretty... Not heavy, it's quite light rain, but it's still persistent.
Yeah, it's drizzle, Chief, as we would call it. Drizzle. But this battle is raging on at the front here. Justin is desperate to get past. Is he going to go fully up into the inside? No, Mac is too wise to it. These guys have raced a lot together, and they know each other pretty well till they're getting past Kristen's further back. Oh, Justin's going to have a wee sneak here, Chief, at Spoon.
Yeah, if you can get in the inside for this first part of Spoon, you've pretty much got the move done. But yeah, used a bit of ERS, but I think Mac was wise to engage his ERS as well to defend. And that's exactly what you want to do. As Justin again engaging ERS early out of that last turn. Looks like he's going to get this move done into 130R. They might have to go side by side, but again backs out. Mac knows exactly where to place his car. He is a wise old head in that McLaren today. He's not falling for any shenanigans for sure.
Mac's driving beautifully here, Chief. Like he's just the perfect amount of. Oh, just nearly lost there. Perfect amount of battery deployment and perfect positioning of his car. I mean, this is fantastic. You're seeing Mac almost, I would say, at his true best here, holding off a charging Justin. And eventually Justin's either going to burn himself out or make a mistake trying to force this.
Crawley going for a move on Icewind. Icewind is still struggling out there. He's managed to hold on to that P9 for a long time, but Crawley voice finally gets it done into turn 2. And good job from him up to P9. And he's got his teammate ahead in P8 as well. So Eagle and Crawley both doing very well in this phase of the race.
And so far the only... Oh, yellow. Who's that? It's Crystals. Crystals is off, Chief. Up the hill, up the S's, is that? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Uh,
He's had a big moment there. That's Dunlop, yeah. Very easy
Is he
to come
gone?
off there. Oh my word. Yeah, he's missing a front wing, so that's enough to cause another safety car. Is that good for Icewind or not? I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's 3 safety cars, Chief. I'm keeping track. Sorry, yeah, well, 3, yeah, 3 safety cars, 1 VSC and 2, now 2 safety cars, so 2 more. We're almost maxed out. Babylus says, I will eat you with French fries.
That is a terrifying prospect.
That is, yeah. That's like barbarism, is or what is it, cannibalism?
Yeah. McKender approaching the pits. I'm not going to make a call this time. Let's just see what they do. McKender. Oh, he sells the dummy. He does not pit. Justin stays out. Noah pits. We do have a bunch of guys pitting. Meepo in the pits. Danny Coe in the pits. Lawrence in the pits. Eagle. Yeah, everybody is pitting. So 3 drivers staying out. The rest pitting, it looks like. And putting enters on, although Eagle went for hards. We've got Tanari on mediums. Lepson puts softs on. Interesting choice.
Oh my goodness. Just look at the tire colors, Chief. It's lighting up like a rainbow here. There's like green and yellow and white and red. This is talking about a mixed bag. You're getting a bit of everything here. And the Haas's get double stacked. And Lawrence came off the worst there, Chief. But yeah, these guys will be certainly and pleased to see these conditions certainly slowly drying up. And tell you what, Chief, another wee thing about Babs. Did you know Babs told me that he eats in Greece a full pig's head? I could not imagine eating that.
Like brains and eyes and everything?
I don't know if he eats them. Maybe he does he? Maybe he does. I wouldn't think it would be the brains and the eyeballs.
I would make fun of him, but like to be fair, I have no idea what is in a burger. Like the people tell me it's like the worst parts of an animal. It's like all the remaining stuff that they blast off the skin or off the bone. Sorry.
Yeah, because you see the shoulder and all that stuff would be for the steak. That's all the the real good like the sirloin part of it. But all the rest of it is just cramming into a wee burger.
Always think about Jamie Oliver, the chef. He went into a school and showed them what chicken nuggets are really made of, and it's horrific. And then he made chicken nuggets using that normal like good ingredients, and they preferred the McDonald's nuggets, the ones that are made from weird stuff. And he cried at the end.
Yeah. Oh, Bob says that you do not know how much meat the head has.
Yeah, I'm okay not knowing that. Yeah. Meepo takes the lead of the race. All the rest of these Ender guys have decided, you know what, too risky. Let's go in. Let's put on these tires. That has cost him a lot, though. A lot of positions. Look where Justin's coming out. Look where McKender is coming out, and Danny Coe is last. Oh my word.
Man, this safety car is certainly mixing the order up. Something shocking with a mixed bag of strats, mixed bag of tires. We have all the dry conditions on show today, right now on this safety car restart.
It's a real shake-up. It's like we're looking at the grid back to front here. You got Danny Coe in last. You've got Meepo. Okay, Meepo usually is up at the front, but Eagle Ghost and Icewind, somehow after that, what we thought was a mistake, P5 for him. Even Lepson up there in P6, Crawley P7. Jake Yule, this has turned this race all the way around, and we're just about getting to the halfway point. So I think we're going to get fireworks in the second half of this race, as it is drying out, so it's perfect timing. And that's why you saw those guys that stayed on Enders. They saw it, they saw the rain stop, and they were like, no, we cannot stay out on these Enders. They've made a mistake. They've had to just concede and go into the pits. But yeah, McKender was leading the race, now P12. Oh my word, this is going to get crazy.
Man, how is Dan going to recover from this? Like it's, I mean, we've seen him do it before, but Suzuki is a tricky place. He's got a lot of quick guys ahead of him, like, too, so I don't know, man. This is going to be tricky. I'm going to see what it's all going on with Discord here. 2 seconds.
So, this is our fourth safety car. I'm just thinking, with all the really fast guys that we usually see at the front end of the grid, they're at the back. They're going to have to make their way through a lot of traffic, as you say, a lot of fast guys ahead of them. You know, we can't just take it for granted they're going to get moves done, so there will be a lot of fighting, and that may well cause another safety car. Wow, there's so many things, there's so many possibilities in this race. This is great for us as spectators. We get to see who's going to do the best here, who is going to get damage limitation done. McKender was leading the race, P12. He's got, what is that, 11 positions then to make up to win this race. Justin as well, 12 positions. Danico, we've seen him do it before, start from last, finish first, but usually that's starting last at the start of the race. This is starting last, or sorry, last, and it's halfway into the race. This is going to be this could be another Danico special.
Tell you what though, Chief, Dan has no warnings. Mac has 1. Justin has none. Yeah, who else? Meepo has 2, so Meepo was not too far away from getting a penalty. Tuna Man has 2. Noah has already got a penalty, yeah. So a lot of these guys at the front there, Chief, at the moment will be flip's sake, I don't know what's going on with Discord. I've got a really good connection too. It's like full green bars, and it's like I don't know what's going on.
Weird.
I never really have any trouble with the internet. But we'll see.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think there's going to be one more safety car somewhere sometime soon in the next 5 laps or so, which would actually benefit these guys at the back, because it will allow them to bunch up again, and I think they're going to be in full attack mode. Neff in chat is saying we're going to need a real a Raikkonen 2005 performance from Daniel. Don't count him out, honestly. We've seen it before. It's a bit of a tall order, but Danico just seems to pull it out from somewhere. And safety car in this lap. Let's go on board with Meepo as he becomes the lead car in this train of cars heading down into the final chicane. And are we going to see any shenanigans from him on the safety car restart?
Dan the man's keeping a good gap too as well, Chief, and I think that's intentional. He doesn't want to get caught up in anything up ahead here.
Yep, Meepo is away coming out of the final corner. And what a great getaway it is as Eagle Ghost drops it on behind. 0.5 is the gap. K. Lawrence looking pretty punchy going down the straight. May go for a move around the outside of Eagle Ghost. This is going to be an interesting one. Oh my word. Oh my god. Okay, there's desync. K. Lawrence just merged with Eagle Ghost car there.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
So we do have some issues out there. Oh, Eagle Ghost left the session, so maybe it was him, it was desyncing. He is out, but yeah, let's have a look further back. No one really making too many positions up. A couple of soft runners in there as well. McKenna does actually make a position there. Gets past, who was that he got past? Crystals, was it? Oh, Crawley voice as well, getting past his Mercedes teammate. Oh, McKenna is sending it into the hairpin. He's going down the inside of, who is that? Oh my god, I can't keep up with this. Tilda, yep, Tilda, and Justin making his way through as well. So yeah, this is Justin's mission, is stay on the back of McKenna if he can't get past him. Follow him through this traffic. As we're seeing, yeah, Eagle Ghost's car ahead. He's left the session, but there's something going on with his car. It's completely desynced, I think. So these guys have to be careful when they're making the overtake on him.
Yeah, Dan's already up a position already, Chief. Got past Noah and Spoon there.
Oh, and he sends it into the final chicane up the inside of Crystals. Hangs around the outside. Looks like he's going to get it done on the run down to the start finish line. Yep, Danico up another position. Good move from him.
Justin getting past Jake as well now. So important for Justin to follow behind Mac. These guys certainly are marching up the order. And yeah, a lot of a lot of traps up ahead, Chief, of these guys, of Justin and Mac, to navigate. But Naiku is looking really racy behind Crawley Voice.
Yeah, Lepson going for a move in the Degners. What a brave man. He is on those soft tires, so he's making them count here, but Icewind is fighting back. They're going side by side for the hairpin, but Icewind gets a better run out. Engages ERS just to protect him from possible move into Spoon, so Icewind P4.
Mac and Justin are fighting, and this is...
Oh, it's a big cluster. Oh my word.
Oh my god! Oh, Crawley's off, and who's that off as well?
Oh, Nike, yeah.
Crawley and Nike are both off.
Tilda picking up a penalty as well there, yeah. That was not good, but McKender and Justin emerging unscathed. Up to P6, P7 already. That is crazy. 2 laps, I believe, and they've made up a lot of positions.
Yeah, that was the first trap that I said might happen, and they navigated, but of course Crawley lost out. Justin now...
Yep, Justin go for a move on McKender, but again he's forced to go around the outside, and that is not the best line. Oh, and he hangs around outside. Is he going to be able... Oh my god, Justin gets it done. What a brave move from him. He hung around, he stuck it in there, stuck with it, and it paid off. So that is huge. That's potentially for the lead of the race. But they've got some work to do. There is a gap between Icewind and Tenari of almost 4 seconds.
Justin used quite a lot of battery there getting that done. You know, he has to navigate Lepson. Justin's been looking really racy and really, I wouldn't say, but certainly he's been looking like really punchy to get the move done here. And this is the first time really that he's led Mac. So we'll see what he can do, how he navigates these guys up ahead.
Yeah, Justin is looking feisty today, I have to say. Like, he's already pulling away from McKender on the same tires, and looks like Justin's lining up another move on the soft runner of Lepson ahead.
And Dan the Man, she was just caught up behind Mac, so Dan the Man has definitely caught this grid. Yep,
and Justin does get past Lepson, and Mac tries to follow through. Brave move from McKender, but yeah, that's what he has to do. He's out of DRS range off Justin, so and he's creeping back in again, so has to be careful here. And see Danny in the background is getting past Lepson letting him pass. He knows he's picking his battles today. That's a wise move from him.
Yeah, nice to see from Lepson. He knew he couldn't fight that one, and I keep disconnecting, man. And so yeah, he let that be. But Meeple and Lawrence up ahead still racing away. They're kind of hanging on for the inevitable fight for the end here. It's going to be Justin, Mac and Dan up against them as well. So this is definitely going to lead up to the main end of this race, Chief. Is going to get very, very interesting shortly. 10 laps to go.
Yeah, I'm looking at that gap between Tenari and Icewind. That's 4.2, and Justin just behind there. So effectively Justin is about 5-6 seconds off the lead of Meepo. That is a tall order. 10 laps to close that gap. So Meepo looking in a good spot right now. K. Lawrence, Tenari as well could well bag themselves a podium here, but there is a few laps to go, so yeah, I don't want to count anyone out yet. I think Justin as well is eager to get past Icewind on these hards, so Justin definitely has the pace advantage. Oh, Icewind going deep into the first part of the last chicane. That's going to cost him on the exit, and yeah, Justin is going to get this done, I believe. And I think, yeah, McKender is going to follow him through. Danico as well. McKender is going to go for the move around the outside. Oh my god, McKender now sticking it and being brave, but Justin keeps the position. And look at this, we got ourselves a little train here. Justin, McKender, Danico starting to get very spicy, so I'm going to keep an eye on that gap as well. 4.8 from P4 to P3, and they need to close that up. They need to kind of work together here a little bit to try to get that gap down. And Tipsy Bob in chat saying Discord died, so hopefully he can rejoin us in a moment or two, but I will hold the fort until then. 4.5 is the gap. So yeah, that's really the key, isn't it? Getting that gap down, getting into rest range, and then having the monumental task of passing Tenari, K Lawrence and Meepo. So let's have a look at Meepo up front here. Similar ERS for Meepo and K Lawrence, but this DRS is huge. K Lawrence will want to get the best possible exit out of the final chicane. I saw a move there. Touge, it looked like got past Lepson. Oh, there's a gaggle of cars here, and there is contact, and as Touge gets contact with Noah. Noah tagged his rear wheel. Oh my god, this is very cluttered. Coming out of the final chicane, everybody having to sort themselves out. And while that's happening, McKenna gets past Justin into turn 1, turn 2, so he makes that move stick. And Tenari's had a moment as well. Tenari has dropped down the order. He's 4 seconds off K Lawrence and Meepo. Previously he was running in that DRS trend for the lead, but he's had another issue out there today, and it's all kicking off. Where is Bob? I need him here to keep me on my toes here. Tenari, wow, yeah, Tenari, I don't know what happened there, but big moment. Cost him 4 seconds, and now he's got this bunch behind him that are very eager to get past ASAP. With 7 laps after this one, as Tenari runs wide in the middle of Spoon, and McKenna will get some slipstream heading down towards the 130R corner. I know, carnage, man. It's crazy. Tier 1's not usually like this, but yeah, with everybody being out of position, it's causing a lot of different issues throughout the field. And yeah, McKenna on the back of Tenari will hope to get a very good run out. I don't know if he's close enough to get this move done just yet. Tenari not engaging his ERS. McKenna is though, and he's going to go for it. Oh, he doesn't go for it. I thought he could have got it there. He chooses to stay behind for now. And Justin tucks in behind, as does Daniko. So yeah, I mean, the position changes here are crazy. A moment ago, oh, and McKenna, what has happened here? He's going around the outside into sector 1. What a brave move from him. And Tenari now between McKenna and Justin. Justin will want to get past ASAP, but yeah, this is a tricky part of the track to get a move done. So this may pay off for McKenna, but look at that gap from McKenna to K Lawrence. 5 seconds. 5 seconds in it. Can he get that down? It is 6 laps after this one. That's the second lap. That might be too tall an order. So we may be looking at Meepo or K Lawrence winning this race. And this might be a fight for P3. And it looks like that issue we're having with Discord is on Discord only. Okay. Let me see if I can sort that out. Just give me a second. I'm loath to switch away from this race, but hopefully it's a temporary measure. Let me have a look. If I do this, and I do this, and then I do that. Cool. Okay, hopefully we have Tipsy join us very soon. Justin on the back of Tenari. Tenari going for a move on McKenna. He had a lot of ERS. He's used to going into turn 1 and gets a move done on McKenna. I think that essentially means goodbye to the win for McKenna as Noah retires in the pits. And no sign of Bob yet. Oh dear. I am calling him in a private channel, but I don't see... Hello Bob, can you hear me? Oh dear, no, let's abandon that. Let's just get back to the race. We're missing out here big time. Oh, join call. Nope. Yeah, we're gonna have to abandon that. I'm gonna get back into Comfort's booth and get back to this race because we're missing out on all the action. Sorry about that, guys. Technical issues abound. What is going on here? So Tenari, 3-second time penalty for Tenari. That is not good for him. He was on for a podium potentially here. Meepo meanwhile, up ahead, looking like he's got the pace, he's got the ERS to defend a move, a possible move from K. Lawrence. K. Lawrence also running with 92% ERS. And is he close enough to get a move done? I think he's too far back. He's not using any ERS. He's saving it up for a more opportune moment. And Meepo, meanwhile, trying not to use any of that ERS. McKenna gets a move done into turn 1. Gets past Tenari. 4.8 now is the gap from P3 to P2. And I think that chance of a win today for McKenna is quickly fading. Unless he can pull some absolutely rocking laps out of the pocket. 4.7, 4.8. I don't think he's going to do it, but yeah, I want to see what's going on with our new battle for the lead. It's K. Lawrence and Meepo, who were absolutely like no contention for the win at this first part of the race. Now they are leading the charge. 4.5 is McKenna behind, so I think they are pretty safe. As long as they don't fight too hard, McKenna should not be able to close that gap up. Even McKenna, I think, will not be able to close that up. And yeah. Oh, Bob, I heard you.
Finally.
Yes, let's go. Bob's back. Hey.
Thank goodness. Sorry about that, man. I don't know what's going on with Discord, but what's happening? I messed up some of that.
Yeah, Tenari got passed by McKenna, but then Tenari then passed McKenna again for P3. Tenari then got a 3-second time penalty, and McKenna has now got past Tenari finally, and it looks like Justin is going to do the same, but Tenari with DRS to protect him. And yeah, I was just saying, I think the race win is now gone for McKenna, Justin and Danny Coe. So really they're fighting for the final podium spot at P3. And it looks like Meepo or K. Lawrence are going to win this race today. K. Lawrence, who is on the back of Meepo with 100% ERS. And I think this is not looking good for Meepo right now. K. Lawrence is just getting faster and faster every lap.
Yeah, but also Meepo as well, noticeably, is on 87% battery as well. So he's also doing this on raw pace, Chief. So the thing is, Lawrence sometimes will back out of a race win because he's a reserve. And what's happening further back down? The man almost got past Justin. Justin then pushing more battery to hold on to this. And yeah, so Dan the man almost got past Justin there. And Justin used quite a bit of battery there, Chief, to I'm still disconnecting. To hold off the charge there of Dan the man. And Justin will now be looking to get past Tuna. But Tuna has quite a lot of battery left over. Then McKenna has even more. So this is quite a tall order for Justin here to pass both of these guys.
Yeah, and Iceman is starting to come into play as well on these hards. So the hards, I believe, will be a little bit faster than these old mediums. He may well be in contention for the podium as well. So, and K. Lawrence takes the lead of the race into turn 1. So employing a little bit of ERS. Actually, he's still got 100%. So that was purely on Slipstream and DRS. Meepo as well, lots of ERS. So this isn't over. They may see them swapping position every lap until the end of this race.
Jake's off. Yeah, a bit of a contact with the back end of Eagle Ghost, it seemed.
Oh my word! Imagine there's a safety car right now. That'd be crazy.
That would be just mental. But a late safety car is not an unknown in Suzuka, but unlikely. Given the fact that it is dry.
Yeah.
Still disconnected.
Justin desperate to get this move done, but he just can't get it done. Danny Coe as well getting held up a little bit here, and I'm sure it's frustrating. But I think when it comes to Danny Coe and Justin, you got to think in terms of the championship. Really, they just want to be the guy that finishes ahead of the other. Just for those points. McKenna looking good right now, though, to come out tops here in terms of points between the three of them. And again, Justin thinking about a move here. Is he going to go down the inside? He does not. Chooses to follow behind and try to get that run. Oh, Justin's back in, getting a little bit loose there. Danny Coe looks like he's going to go for a move here on Justin. And Justin using some ERS, but Tenari reacts. He uses ERS of his own. Ooh, and Danico is up the inside into turn 1, turn 2. He gets a move done. He's up to P5. That is huge in terms of the championship. But we still have 2 laps left after this one.
While that was all happening, Chief, Meepo got back past Lawrence on the DRS. Again, not using battery, but I would say that Lawrence is probably just waiting until probably the last lap or so to mount his final charge, as Dan the Man Chief is right on the back of Tuna. He might go up the inside here. He doesn't have much battery worth talking about.
Oh no! Oh my god, he lost it. It looked like he lost it on their braking there, and the back end just flipped out and hit Tenari. Tenari able to continue on, but Danico down the order. P7, Icewind up to P6, and Tenari, Tenari was looking like he was going to go for a move. Oh my word! And he goes wide there. I think he just had a bit of contact with Justin. Justin now P4, McKenna P3. This race is evolving in real time quickly. It's hard to keep up with, but we'll try our best.
And that's going to have huge ramifications, Chief, in the points finish here between Danny and Justin.
Yep, and K. Lawrence looks like he's going to get this move done. Again, they're going to swap position. Looks like he's actually not going to go for the move. He's going to hang back, and you saw him come off the throttle there. He doesn't want to take the lead. He's happy enough to do that on the final lap, so he's setting it all up. 100% ERS, but he doesn't know Meepo is running pretty much the same ERS, so he has a lot of ERS to defend himself. So really, K. Lawrence wants to just close this gap a little bit more, just stay on the back of Meepo and just set him up for that run onto the start-finish straight.
Yeah, Justin is pushing the back end here off Icewind. Icewind getting a bit of a tank slapper. He will go up the inside, I think. No, Icewind knows about it and backs off. Justin doesn't have really any battery worth talking about, but the same battery use is with Icewind as well. They're both pretty much on the same amount. And yeah, so...
Yeah, and McKenna has closed that gap. Not enough, like we're heading into the last lap after this one. 2.2 is the gap, it was 4.5. So, barring any shenanigans up front, speaking of up front... Oh my word, but K. Lawrence, what happened there? That looked like a bit of lag or something.
Yeah, he ran off wide too much, and that's going to be it then. He's missed the chance. It's going to be Meepo race win.
Yep, way too far back. I mean, there is one other opportunity on the back straight, but you need to be right tucked up behind him and coming out of Spoon. Big ass. Ooh,
oh my goodness.
Was that Tenari and Ice or Justin?
No, Justin passed Ice and then
this is this is feisty. This is a very feisty race. K. Lawrence is doing what he needs to do. Again, on the back of Meepo. He can't afford any more mistakes. And he's employing a bit of ERS here just to keep on the rear end of Meepo. Locks up a little bit going into the hairpin there, but doesn't lose too much time from that. This is going to be interesting. It's all about this run out of Spoon, the two-parter. Here we go. This is it. He's setting them up. And there is a bit of weird movement going on with K. Lawrence. I think there is some lag happening here, but 2/10 is the gap. He's employing his ERS. He's got Slipstream as well. I think he actually came off the throttle a little bit there, so he not to catch Meepo in a bad place. He goes up the inside. Oh my god, there is contact, and K. Lawrence is off, and Meepo is going to win this race in dramatic fashion. And I think, is McKenna actually going to get P2? He does not. K. Lawrence able to recover and take that P2. McKenna P3 across the line. Justin P4. Danny Coe gets P5 across the line. Tenari dropping down because of that penalty. P6 for Icewind. Oh my word, what happened there? Justin, oh, okay, I think that's incorrect now. It's showing Justin as DNF and dropping down the order, but no, I think Justin did get that P4. Danny Co P5 in the end. And who else? We got Touge P7, which would actually be P8, Eagles P9, and Lepson gets P10 then.
Crucially, Chief, Dan the Man passed Icewind just before the racing line to finish just behind Justin. So to mitigate any damage he can do with Justin taking those points off him. So, man, this is really getting into the what do you call it? Twitchy bum time of this season. You know, Mac and Justin and Dan are so close in the title championship that this race will certainly mix things up with 3 more to go as well. 3 more to go.
I know, it's getting tense, isn't it? You can feel it out there. Lots on the line today, and what an interesting result. Be interesting to see how that does affect the standings. I think Danico is still going to be leading, but McKender will close the gap, and Justin as well will close the gap to the leading man, the man of the moment, Danico. Not didn't go his way today in the race. But damage limitation from last effectively to P5, I believe, in the end. And I see a few comments in the Discord. Dan is apologizing to Tanari. K. Lawrence also holding his hands up, saying he did try a lunger, but he tried to ensure that he didn't take Meepo out in the process. So, but there you go. There's our final standings. Meepo, Tier 1 race winner yet again. K. Lawrence finishes in P2, McKender P3, and yeah, Danico, good recovery drive from him. Danico gets P4 in the end. A nice one, I have to say, you know, considering it was a late joiner to the session. Using the hards in qualifying to get up to speed, finishes P5 and was looking rather feisty as himself out there. Tanari, with that 3-second time penalty, could have been much better. Could have finished P4 there, but in the end it's P6 for him. And Touge from out of nowhere as well. Had a quiet race for the most part. P7 for him.
Yeah, actually, man, it's a pity I'm having so much issues here with Discord that
I know,
I missed
I know.
A good chunk of that.
That time when you properly dropped out, there was a lot of stuff happened that I couldn't keep up with. I was like, ah.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on. It disconnects and reconnects, and then whenever I try to get back in, it keeps on saying a waiting endpoint. But I tried others test servers and it works all right. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I tried to private call you, but I don't think.
Yeah, it didn't work either. I was saying the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, sure it is.
Let's see. We have a few drivers in the interview booth. I've seen an interesting comment from Justin to Icewind saying, "Did you let Danny pass at the last corner?" And it looks like he did. That could cause some
yeah. That's what I was saying, man. I don't know if he let him through. I just know that Danny did get past just before the end, and that will be a huge. That will make a huge difference, certainly in this fight for the title. That's probably what Justin's touching on. You know, he realizes that every little, position gained over your rival is so vital now. The fact that Dan the Man was able to finish right behind Justin, obviously will not be ideal for Justin, but it is what it is. Lepson got his point, Chief. That's the main thing.
Yeah, fair play to him. P10, the coveted position. Let's bring in P1 though. It's Meepo. He's back on top after a long hiatus from the top step of the podium. Wow, what a race, man! I mean, how was it for you? I'll just let you explain. How was your race?
Dare I say lucky, but I take that because my masterclass strategy, knowing how when the track gets wet, I knew how when it could wet. I could feel it in my hands. I could feel it in my face. I could feel it everywhere. So I do. That's now it's dry tires and easy. You know.
You could feel it in your fingers. You could feel it in your bones.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you racing outside or something? Or maybe you've got a leak or something? I
don't know. No, I just have a 4D setup, when there's rain, I get rain,
Yeah. Well, yeah, it paid off today. Obviously, a few drivers made the wrong call, but you made the right call, and yeah, the other guys weren't able to make up the time then. Tell us about that last lap incident. Obviously, you're aware that he was probably going to go for a move, but did you expect it to happen like it did?
I mean, I kinda expect it to happen, but I didn't expect him to lock his rear, so, you know. Yikes.
Yeah, and I saw those comments there. Obviously, he was well aware that what happened there, and I think he said himself he tried to do it in a way that didn't take you out, and that was the case. So yeah, in the end, you pick up the win. I think it's your second win in Tier 1. Is that right?
Yippee! You know.
Let's go, man. Yeah, so good points for you in the standings. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to ask. Paul, have you any questions?
No questions.
Okay,
Wow.
bye.
Wow.
Let's see. Who's your teammate in Tier 1?
Naiku.
Nikoi. And he wasn't there today. Oh, he was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he DNF'd.
Oh, he didn't have. That's why I don't remember him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm out of questions, man. Sorry.
What an interview.
What an interview, yeah. Usually you're the one of the man of not many words, but today it's me.
Should I ask you the questions, you know?
Yeah, work away.
Well, let's say the roles. Okay. How was it to see me win this race and me show absolute skills on the track and show these noobs how to drive?
I wanted
We
to
never
punch
knew.
my monitor, yeah.
Yeah.
We never
yeah.
watched the people.
Okay, makes
We
sense.
were too
makes
busy
sense.
watching the proper drivers back in the
Yeah. Makes sense. You were just scared of my incredible ability, my huge ego, you know.
So let's ask about the pit stop, the one that basically won you the
Oh.
race. That call, so you're saying that you just knew it was going to dry up in time?
Yes. I figured for 10 minutes, the game said 10 minutes. Then I figured, now it's the crossover. What if I go for the mediums? And then I went for the mediums. It dried up. I thought, lucky me. Well, actually, none of that happened. Tuge just said, go for the mediums, like for everyone. I was like, well, nothing to lose here. And I went for the mediums and it worked. So, you know.
Yeah, because we saw Icewind go for was it mediums initially, but on the previous safety car, it didn't seem to be working out for him. So yeah, it was a tough call, but yeah, you rolled the dice and it came up trumps. So well played.
Yeah, I'm just the best, you know.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see.
we're still waiting for that Tier 1 title for you as well. But 2 race wins, not bad, man, not bad. It's not everybody can win a Tier 1 race, but you held your nerve today. Even when you saw, you would have seen McKenna closing in, but the gap was big enough. Were you at any point worried about that gap closing down?
No, I didn't even focus on that at all. Like, I saw the last lap, Makeda was pretty good, so I was like, too late. I'm winning this, I thought to myself.
I'm just looking at chat here as well. Our gamer's saying, funny joke by Meepo. Ocean didn't get it. No idea what he's talking about, but
Yeah, I'm just doing huge sarcasm here and boosting my ego and everything, you know.
Well, I think that wraps up the interview. I'm gonna throw you out now. Congrats on the win today, man, and yeah, hopefully see you on the top step once again. There's 3 races to go, so good job today.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I'm winning the next one.
Okay, so that's Netherlands. You reckon you'll win it?
It depends what the track is.
It's Netherlands.
Downward.
Okay, 50-60.
Jetta
Not
is after
100%.
though?
Yeah, okay, 100%. I win that.
Okay.
Austria, I win that. So 2 races in a row, Saudi and Austria. If I don't win those, I don't know.
You have to put something on the line. What's at stake here?
My you know.
Your what?
Dignity. I don't know how to say it.
Sorry, I thought you were being rude there. Okay, right. Well, thanks for the interview, Meepo. Congrats once again. Great to see you in the top step. You have had
Yippee!
you've had some bad luck this season, so it's good to see you finally come up good when it comes to the luck aspect.
I mean, I'm bad luck. Well, most of the time I've been just killing myself to the wall and killing others in the races. So I don't know if that's bad luck. You know.
I think I know what it is. Your dad never made a comment in chat today, and then you win. Anytime he makes a comment, you always seem to, you
Damn.
know, crumble. So there you go.
Damn.
Right, goodbye. We've got other people to interview. Cheers for that interview, and we'll speak soon.
Yeah.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Meepo, the Enigma, within a Enigma. Who will bring in next? We've got Mexico City fan. He finished P2 today. Was looking pretty good there for the race win, but looked like he had a few issues on the last few laps. Well, especially the last lap. I saw your comments in chat there saying that you were trying something with the brake pads, but obviously it didn't work out there. So yeah, just tell us about your race and about that final run down to the flag.
Well, I did this race with about 5 minutes knowledge I would be driving because I was supposed to drive someone around today and they didn't need me. So here I am driving on 5 minutes notice. But I did that entire race just to work on front tire management. And you know what? Any given day, any given race, you never know what will happen. And today
Yeah.
I had a chance to go for the win, followed by lap. So to finish P2, normally it would suck, but I'm happy with that for the circumstances in which it was given to me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
definitely things I could have done better. Like the brake bias adjustment. I wanted to try to be 55, 56 into the final chicane, and lo and behold, it didn't take the adjustment. But hey,
Yeah.
I had a chance to go for a win on basically no notice. I'm
Yeah,
okay with that.
that's super impressive. And I was saying throughout the race, it just seemed like you were getting faster and faster. So that's probably what was happening. Like every lap, you're just, learning the track a bit more, getting used to the handling. And I want to ask about your strat calls though, because obviously very hard. A lot of gambles were made today. A lot of people paid off for, a lot of people didn't pay off for. I mean, tell us about your decision to pit for onto that second full safety car for the mediums. Like, was that just you knew? Like Meepo says, he just felt it. He felt it was going to dry up, or was it just a hunch?
No, I had good idea that it would go to the slick there, would under the safety car switch to the slicks. But that entire race was just strategic gambles after gambles. I think for me in the first stint before we had the first safety car, I was heavily tire managing because we had very high degradation. When it's close to being slick condition, the inter usually burns up a fair bit, and we had super high wear. So I was trying to manage the tire maybe to get to the slick without going to a second set of inter. I think a lot of people were struggling on wear. If we had gone green to the switch to the slick tire, you might have seen a lot of different strategies there. It would have been really tight. It would have been very interesting to watch, I think. But with the two safety cars, the first one wasn't time yet for the slick, but Icewind had gone to the medium under the first safety car.
Yeah.
And I was watching how he was doing when we restarted, and he was hanging on pretty well.
Yeah.
So when we had that second safety car, it was a no-brainer. The track was really close. The deg was still quite high on the inter, and Ice was hanging on decently on his slick. So it was a no-brainer to pit there. And that's what put me in the chance to get to P3 and then to have a chance going for the win, quite simply. Just making that second safety car the correct strategy call.
Yeah. And I saw on the penultimate lap that you had a chance to go for the lead, but obviously held off. And I guess the thinking is I'll do it on the final lap. You don't want to get the same move done on you on the next lap. So was that the case? You were just being patient there, and setting them up for that final lap run for an overtake on the start finish straight?
I think that was the intention. I think me and Meepo both understood the situation. We want to race for it. We absolutely do want to race for these positions, but
Yeah.
in this game with the slipstream, the tow, the ERS DRS effect, it's just so advantageous to just sit in line. It's silly. It's basically NASCAR super speedway. I've said plate racing. I've said that before in here on about this game. You basically are advantageous to sit in line and not go for it, even if you want to fight for it. I think on 24 I tried to go for it, took a lap in the lead. I had too much downforce on. I made a mistake on my second pit stop. I should have taken some wing out, but I didn't have any top speed. Meepo was staying with me quite well. Whatever I'd make up in the corners, he'd be right with me in the toe in the slipstream. So he's able to easily get me back on 25. So I understood, if I go for it on 26, he's just going to fly by me on the pit straight, and he's going to win. In the end, he still wins anyway. I messed up on my end and had a moment. 130R actually coming to the white flag on the last lap.
Yeah,
I kind of stalled out for a 130R. I don't know what happened there. I have to look back at that, but I think I made a mistake on entry and it stalled out over the outside curb.
Yeah.
I think maybe I had a shot into one if I didn't do that, but like I said, it's just this how this game plays out. It's advantageous for both me and Meepo to sit in line when we can. So unfortunate, but it leads to wait for the last lap situation, even if you don't want to do that. And certainly, I don't come here to sit in line all day.
Yeah. Just tell us about that incident, on the final lap then, on that final chicane. You were saying you changed your brake bias. What was the thinking there, and what do you think went wrong then?
I want to try to run 55, I was thinking maybe 55, even 56 bias, just so I could brake late and be able to get to the inside and get there into the final chicane. And when I tried to do the adjustment, I didn't get the clicks in that I wanted. So I was on 53 bias, and that's clearly not going to work, as you could see me nearly take out Meepo with my error. I did my best to keep it off him, and thankfully I didn't touch him or didn't hurt his chance to win. So that was a mistake on my part for not getting the adjustment in. Why it didn't happen, I got to figure out. But in the end, my mistake.
Yeah, worked out in
but
the
I tried
end.
to go for the win.
Yeah.
I tried to go for the win, though.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
great to see, especially for us commentators. You don't want to see a procession. So it was good to see you go for it, but obviously it didn't work out today. But hopefully, it's something you can reflect on, learn, or get some data from that. That you can use in future races. And
especially the data part. Sorry to cut you off mid-sentence, but the entire race, I wanted to focus on my tire management. I felt really weak with that recently. I had a bad race in Shanghai with it, and this felt really good. What I did here worked for me. Whatever I needed to figure out, I felt like I figured out with the front tire. I've been struggling with that a lot, and I think I figured out something. So even though I'm P2, like I said, good data. That's really good info for me.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, right. Well, congrats on the P2 in the end. Almost a win there on, like you say, 5 minutes notice. Incredible, but you can never count you out, man. And hopefully we'll see you in some of these remaining races before the season ends. But it's been a pleasure once again. I'm going to move on to Icewind though. So thanks for your time in the commentators booth. Appreciate it.
No problem. Sorry if I'm rambling so much, but I enjoy talking with y'all. So.
Yep, you too, man. Yep.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks, Rob.
Icewind. Let's bring Icewind in. Icewind. I think. Would I be right in saying you're another driver? Because we're just talking to Kay Lawrence there, who said he jumped in 5 minutes with no practice, pretty much. 5 minutes before the race. Were you the same? Were you just getting home from work or something, or?
No, not quite. I did like a few laps of practice with the boys, Finnish boys. So I had a little bit of warm up at least, but I sort of figured this is like the last race for me in this game, and I don't think I'm gonna buy the next game, to be honest. But let's not go into that for now. So might as well finish it on a nice track, and this track is just if we just forget about my race and all the mistakes I did in that race, this track is just fire to drive, and I just wanted to finish on a, let's say a nice track where the car actually feels like an F1 car. You can attack the corners. It's just so nice to drive compared to any other track. There's really no competition for me. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to do today. I decided I'm not gonna do quali and then at the end I decided I'll just do a lap on the hards for lols,
Yeah, And I think you beat Lepson's time.
Yeah, but I think he didn't really do a very good time today because he definitely did a better time earlier this week. So, yeah, it's was fun. Was fun out there. Just to explain the last lap there, I let Danny by, but I was always gonna let those championship contenders by there on the final lap because I didn't even sign up for this race, so I felt like I should just get out of the way there. So even if it would have been McKender, Justin, whoever behind me, I would have got out of the way on the final lap there. So yeah, it's, that's that.
Well, let's talk about your race. So the first part of the race was wet. You looked like you were on fire there. You know, you were burning for the field. You got up pretty high in the positions, but then the first safety car, you decided to risk it. Big gamble, put on the mediums. Only guy out there to do so, and it looked like you were able to hold on for the most part. You were, struggling a little bit on pace, but obviously if it had dried up, you'd have been golden. But then the second safety car, and then obviously you went in, put on a fresh set of hards. And then a few of the league guys stayed out on Enter. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like whenever you came out of the pits the second time, did you realize you were in a good spot then, or were you thinking this is not going to end well?
No, I figured I'm about where I was expecting to be, but then when I exited the pit lane, I saw that a few of the top guys didn't pit, so I figured they still must be on Inters, and yeah. Sure enough, they pitted the next lap and fell far behind me. But yeah, if we quickly start at the beginning, start was good. I took a bunch of positions on the first lap, maybe a little bit rude in the Degner one to get past Jake, I think it was. But he got at least from my point of view, he got a horrendous exit out of Dunlop. So I just decided to floor it with the ERS and got alongside. Maybe there was a little bit of contact there, but I figured that was maybe okay. There was at least some space on the outside from my side, so then just sort of making my way through the field, got to the lead train. Then at that point, I kind of glanced at the tire wear, and I think it was lap 4 or something, and it was 28%, and I was like, what is going on? The Inters are just like burning up under me, and I figured it must be really close to Blix. So when there was that safety car, I figured I'm sort of nowhere anyway. I was like 9th or whatever, so it's like, who cares? I decided I'll give a go on those slicks, and it almost worked. I think they were maybe a second slower or something than the Inters at that stage. Got overtaken by a couple of guys, I think, but then there was that second safety car, which worked well for me because some of the guys at the front didn't really do the best of strategy choices at that point. So they had to pit again. And then there I made the second big mistake, I think, of this race. I put on the hard tires, and they did not work for me, at least for the first 4 or 5 laps on the slick conditions. I kept sliding in the S's all the time, and I was like twice on the grass and dropped from the lead train, and I feel like I threw away the podium there by not sticking with Meepo and Cody. But yeah, then I dropped. I figured I may as well just wait for those championship contenders because they were like 1.8 seconds behind me or whatever, so I knew that they're gonna come anyway. Sort of let them pass on the main straight, I think all 3 of them in one go. And then after that it was relatively easy to follow. I was a bit surprised by that, but yeah, just felt confident in the car in the race. Then Danny had some sort of a contact with, I think, Tunari on the penultimate lap or something like that. Go for was third, I think, for just a little while, but then of course by DRS those guys overtook me again, and then finished E6 behind the championship contenders. So yeah, that's a good way to finish this game, I think.
Yeah, you still got it, bro. You still got it, as we saw today on track.
Well, minus all the mistakes I made, but it is what it is.
it is what it is. Well, hopefully we do see you in track again sometime in the future. Maybe EA will release a good game and it'll entice you back. But it has been an absolute
We'll see.
pleasure to see you racing today. You were on fine form, and it was great to see.
Yeah. Okay, not great, but not terrible, I guess.
I mean, that's good for for you to say that about yourself. That's a really positive thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't be like. Would you be super happy if you throw the podium away by sliding twice onto the grass in the S's and losing like 5-6 seconds of time because of that? So I don't think you can be like super happy if you make those kind of silly mistakes with the 22 years of online league racing experience that I have behind me. So I mean, just being like realistic there, that you can't really be super happy about that. And I think it's sort of a wrong to be super happy if you make those kind of mistakes. But it was my choice to go on those hards, and it didn't work. So there's sort of no point crying about it either. It is what it is. And I think just the main point is that it's such a nice track to drive. I wish there were more like it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely a fan favorite. Good to see it on the calendar once again this season. No doubt it'll be back again. Hopefully, even better, improved. I hear there's like laser scanned or some tracks coming up or updates or of some kind.
Yeah, I heard they might actually finally update Spa, because it's that track model has been like shockingly bad for I don't even know how many years it's been now. It's just so bad. But yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe we'll
there's
see.
a glimmer of hope there. But Icewind, thanks for joining us in the commentary booth. We'll no doubt hear you sometime in the future.
Thanks, guys, for commentating the tier 1 once again. I might be able to help out with comms next week and the week after if we still have those races to go. I definitely will not be driving again, but maybe for tier 3 commentary or something if needed.
Awesome.
Good
to hear. Yep, we're always needing commentators. Thanks, Ice. We'll speak to you later. Bye
bye.
Last but least,
it's you need to have talent, right? Like, you cannot make it without talent. Oh.
What would you know about talent, Lepson?
Oh, flippy.
Hi,
Lepson. We're live. We're live on air here.
Sorry, I was talking. I was disconnected with Max with Cody. I was thinking, okay, Discord is fucked. effing up. So I was reconnected with Cody. Sorry, guys, but I was talking to Cody. Yeah, I'm in the interview room somehow until 1. I don't. Hi, mom. Hi, dad. Hi, I'm here. Yeah, okay. But,
right.
Yeah, well, let's do an interview as well.
Let's get to the questions. Right. So you finished P10. You promised a 26.7 in quali. You didn't deliver. Icewind qualified higher than you on hards, and you were in sauce. I just want to point that out as well.
He didn't qualify higher on hards, bro. That's not right.
That is right. Mikey. I checked it. It's right. Much. It is, yeah.
He didn't do his qualifying lap on hards. No, that's not right, bro. Come on, get your facts together. Last night you said, oh yeah, 27.6 from Lepson. They already passed it. No, there was not. If I did my same lap in tier 2, I would have been P4 on the grid.
I have dyslexia, but only affects numbers. Okay, so you're making fun of my disability right now. So thanks for that.
I'm really sorry, bro.
I'm really joking now. No, I'm just old. Let's talk about your race, Lepson. So lots happened today. I mean, just tell us from your point of view, what was the crack out there? How'd you do in the wet? How'd you do in the dry?
I was legit really confident in the wet because we had it yesterday, and I had a good time to practice. And today I was like losing a position at start. And then somebody was really pushing. I was thinking, okay, let them go. Like, it's all good. I don't wanna force anything. And I was driving from P last, but just behind the train, like behind Tilde. Tilde had a good start, so I let him go. And there's gonna be there's happening so much in a wet race, you know. So yeah, why should I over push that? Like that was not necessary until they had some good pace in the beginning. So I was thinking like, okay, here, just stay behind him. If he makes a mistake, we overtake him. And it's a long race. So I know that it was gonna be like dry at the end.
Yeah.
So why should you like risk it for the biscuit in the beginning if it's such a long race? So yeah, I had for the first time for a long time, I had until one like a pretty confident drive, and yeah, then safety car happened, and it was just going from wet to dry. It was in between,
Yeah.
and then I went for the softs because I was thinking like, yeah, they're gonna be another safety car, you know, so. If I go for the softs now, I got temperature in my tires. I can make up some places, and maybe at the end we put some new softs on, and yeah, we will see from that, you know. But yeah, there was no safety car anymore.
Yeah.
When I was in the DRS, and I was thinking like, yeah, why not just stick it to the end? And yeah, if I'm no, my thought was more like, if I'm pitting now, I'm gone, you know. So yeah, I stuck in the DRS and I got a point at the end. So and it's in tier one. I'm not even close to the guy's pace. So yeah, I'm happy with that point, you know. So
Yeah, and we caught some of the action whenever, obviously Danico, McKender, Justin were out of position. That, due to maybe making that call. Yeah, well, they definitely made the wrong call, not to pit, for those dry tires. So they were making their way through the field, and yeah, I mean, I saw you basically just were like, you know what, guys, just go through. I'm not gonna fight at all. Was that just a conscious kind of decision you made? Like, I'm not. This isn't my race.
nah, it was not my race, but it's not my tier. Like I don't want to interrupt the championship fighters through the field, you know. So if they are really close to me and they're pushing it to overtake me, I'm letting them go because they are faster overall. I know that, and they're fighting for a championship. So why should I battle it? Like they would at the end they will overtake me anyway.
Yeah.
And why should I think that should be the mindset if you reserve in SLR Tier 1, you know? Like those guys are fighting their own battle, and I'm here reserving, and yeah, that's my mindset.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
Is that bad? Is that bad? You can sack me, Chief. It's no problem, bro.
no, we said on stream if it was probably a wise decision. I mean, if you end up fighting them, one, you could cause like big issues, which affects the championship, which obviously you don't want as a reserve driver. But the second thing is, like I'm not saying you're slow. You're obviously a very fast driver, but these guys are like, the top drivers in tier one. And at the end of the day, they're going to most likely get past you unless you're able to pull something special out of the bag. So yeah, I think that was the right call from you, and I think the main thing is just trying to let them pass without losing too much time. And I think you got it pretty nailed there today. But P10 in the end, it all worked out. Points in tier one. I have to say, me and Bob are aware, very hard to come across. So you got one today. So good job on that, Lips.
Did you saw my tires in Tier 1 yet?
No, I did. They were
Oh,
right on
I
the cusp, yeah.
was wait, I will send you a PB.
Oh,
You
I,
can
I
see
see it. 75, 74, 71, 70. Wow.
Well, like no, but it was not. I was planning on another pit stop, but yeah, I was in DRS. I think like yeah. I want that point, you know. Like come on, bro. Like and the fall off, Chief, was not even that bad. There was not really a big fall off. Like
Yeah.
it was okay. Like what this game is all about is like who hits the fall off first, then you can overtake. But if the fall off happens, all the tires are the same. That's what I really like. Yeah, it's almost end of April. We're almost done with the game, but I finally got that. But
Better
yeah,
late than
I was
never, yeah.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I respect the tier one drives a lot, and I was just talking with Cody. I think it's very nice that we have in SLR a community that that's like priority safety first and then pace. I see some other tiers, they are really fast, like, and some other leagues, they're really fast, but they are dirty when it comes to it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I love about SLR. Like, yeah, it's also like sometimes maybe I'm getting old, Chief, like you guys. So maybe I'm getting maybe I'm getting old enough to realize that, and yeah, that's what I appreciate. You had guys at a fun drive of fun comps or what?
Yeah, for the most part, I mean, Bob was having some issues with Discord, so it was dropping out a few times. But yeah, overall, it was a great race, and hopefully you enjoy watching that one back.
Yeah, I will always watch it back with you two guys. You two guys are legends, man. Thanks for the comps today. And my question gonna be on stream.
Drivers of the day.
On stream. Bob, shush. You can play Age of Empires in 10 minutes. Okay, shut up. Okay. What was the drive of today and when? Why?
Actually, we haven't even discussed it yet. What do you think, Bob? Any initial thoughts or?
Nothing stands out just at the moment. um, no.
Yeah.
I can't think. I got disconnected and I got really thrown off tilt, you see.
Yeah,
Oh,
topsy-turvy race, yeah. So we'll look at that after and we'll let you know.
No
Lepson,
problem, guys. Thanks for covering, man. You guys are legend.
appreciate it. Appreciate it. And we will see you on track soon, I'm sure. You're racing all
I'm
the
there.
tiers at the minute, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of scruffy going through the tiers, but yeah, but I wouldn't do that even if I'm admin. I wouldn't do that if I didn't like SLR racing, like how you said it, racing quality. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome, guys, and thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, Leps. We'll speak to you soon. Right, Bob, that's it. We've extended. We had a lot of interviews there, so let's wrap it up. Next week we are at Netherlands, another great track actually. And then Jeddah, Austria, 3 left, and there's Tier 1 and Tier 2 championships up for grabs. I think Tier 3 is pretty much sewn up, but the constructors, I believe, is on the line for that one. So plenty to play for in all the tiers, but Tier 1 definitely the one to watch. Tier 2, if anything's to go by from yesterday's race, I'd definitely be watching that one as well. Between Christian and our gamer, but that's it for us for now, and we'll be back next week, same time, same place. Well, not same place. I'll be at my desk, like technically, but we will be virtually in Netherlands, hopefully, and hopefully we can sort those gremlins out that are affecting Bob's connection. But Bob, that's it. We'll catch you guys later. Good night.